friends, welcome to Royalvigneshwaracademy. In this video, we are going to see about cell and its organelles, and we are going to discuss both the animal cell as well as plant cell. So here I have given the image of the animal cell as well as plant cell. Okay. Next, what is cell? What is cell? Cell is a structural and functional unit. It is the smallest unit of life and is often called the building block of life. Each and every things that may be living or non-living things is made up of a cell. Matthias Clarendon and Theodor Kalvan has introduced the cell theory. So cell theory was written by both of them, that is Matthias Clarendon and Theodor Kalvan. The term cell was coined by Robert Hooke. Next, Anton van Leeuwenhoek studies cells under microscope. The scientist Anton van Leeuwenhoek studies the cell under the microscope. He he gave a brief explanation about the cell wall. Robert Hooke and the term he only coined the name cell. Okay. Next, the study of cell is called cytology. Study of cell is called cytology. Most important facts about cell. Okay. The largest known cells are unfertilized ostrich egg cells and its size is 6-inch diameter. This is the largest known cells. Is unfertilized ostrich egg cells and the smallest cell is of PPLO. Mycoplasma gelypticium of size 0.1 to 0.3 mu m. Okay, and this is the smallest cell. So the largest cell is unfertilized ostrich egg cells, and the smallest cell is Mycoplasma gelypticium of size 0.1 to 0.3. Okay, human nerve cell is the longest animal cell. Human nerve cell is the longest animal cell. Largest unicellular plant is Acetabularia. It is 10 centimeter and the animal is amoeba, 1 millimeter. So here the if they are in question they asked about plant largest unicellular plant is any Acetabularia, and if they ask largest unicellular animal, that is amoeba, that is 1 millimeter. Okay. The largest human cell is the female ovum and the smallest human cell is the red blood cell. Largest human cell is female ovum and smallest human cell is red blood cell. So the overview of cell is given below. Cell is a structural and functional unit and is a smaller unit of life and is often called as a building block of life. And this cell theory was written by both of these two scientists. The term cell was coined by Robert Hooke. Anton van Leeuwenhoek studies cell under microscope. Study of cell is called cytology, and the largest known cells are ostrich egg cells, and small cell is Mycoplasma calypsatium. And in human, according to human, nerve cell is the longest animal cell, and largest unicellular plant cell is Antabularia. Animal is amoeba. The largest human cell is the female ovum, and smallest human cell is red blood cell. Okay, here we have so here in the beginning We have discussed about the plant and animal cell. Plant and animal cell, and here in these 2 points they are saying about the human cell. Okay, human cell largest is female ovum and smallest is red blood cell. Okay, next, type of cells. So cells is of two types. Cells is of two types. One is prokaryotic and another one is eukaryotic. The biological cells are divided into two: prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic or prokaryotes, eukaryotic cells are eukaryotes. The prokaryotic cell have no nucleus or membrane bound or organelles, and eukaryotic always have nucleus and other membrane bound organelles. Okay, so the difference between both them is it has no nucleus and it have nucleus, and it has no member bound organelles and it has member bound organelles. Okay, example of a prokaryotic cell is bacteria cell, and eukaryotic cells are further classified into plant cells and animal cells. The cell size is given. That is approximately the cell size is between 5 to 500 micrometer. Okay. So the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells are given here. Prokaryotic cell are simplest and primitive in nature. It is simplest and it is primitive in nature. And a eukaryotic cell are developed and comparatively complex in nature. It is simple and it is complex. Lacks nuclear envelope, which means it does not have nuclear envelope, and nuclear cell is present with elaborate nuclear envelope. So it has nuclear and it does not have nuclear envelope. It is simple, complex. Next point, it has nuclear envelope, it does not have nuclear envelope. Next, membrane bound cell organelles are absent. So here I have said that membrane bound organelles is absent, and here it is present. A single naked chromosome is present. Only a single naked chromosome. It has many chromosomes are present. Next, cell division is direct. Cell division occurs by mitosis or meiosis. By using these two processes, the cell division may occur either mitosis or meiosis. Here it has direct cell division. Next, parts of a cell are given here. So, in a plant cell, we have ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum. So see the shape of ribosome and endoplasmic reticulum, and the chromosomes, nucleoids, nucleus, nuclear membrane, leucoplast. Each have its own function in a plant cell. We will discuss later. Now you just see the diagram. Structure of plant cell: the outermost layer cell membrane, cell wall, Golgi complex, vacuole, nuclear pore. So this is nuclear pore, chloroplast, mitochondrion. Okay, so this is the structure of a plant cell, and in horizontal view we are seeing the same structure. See here in 3D. So we have seen the structure of plant cell, and next we are seeing it in horizontal view, that is 3D. If you open the each part, how it looks like, so is given here. So nucleus, 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 chromatin, central vacuole, Golgi apparatus, cytoskeleton, wall of adjacent cell, plasma membrane, peroxisome, plasmodesmata, cytoplasm, mitochondria, cell wall, chloroplast, rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. See, this is a rough endoplasmic reticulum is given here and a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, see the structure of plant cell. Next, animal cell. Okay, this is the structure of an animal cell. Ribosomes, ribosome, cell membrane, Golgi body, mitochondrion, centrosome, cytoplasm, lysosome, vacuole, rough ER, and in center we have nucleus, and surrounding of the nucleus is nucleus, smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. So see, almost all the parts are also present in plant cell, but the same part which is in animal cell do not have a same part of function. The function may differ, but all the parts is present both in animal cell as well as in plant cell. Okay, next, plasma membrane. So we are going to discuss each parts of the plant cell as well as animal cell. Okay, first, what the function of plasma membrane? This is elastic outer layer, selective transport barrier. It can also act as a transport barrier. It is lipid bilayer. The two layers available here. So you just see here double layer having, and it acts as a transport barrier and is elastic. Cell wall. In plants only we have a cell wall. It gives rigidity, slightly elastic, prevents from collapsing, maintain tree shapes. Made of it is the cell wall is made of cellulose and lignin, that is water resistant. This is the structure of a cell wall. Plasma membrane, primary cell wall, middle lamella. Plant cell structure is here. Pectin, cross-linking glycan and cellulose microfibrils. Okay, these are the three functions of a cell wall in plants. What is the structure? Next, cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like translucent substance and it is composed of water. Maximum it is composed of water plus dissolved ions. Organelles are suspended in it. Cytoplasm plus nucleus both combine together to form a protoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm is a fluid present outside the nuclear membrane. It's like a fluid that is present outside the nuclear membrane, and nucleoplasm is a fluid present inside the nuclear membrane. Deutoplasm is a non-living matter of the cell. Okay, here the structure is given below. Substance between the cell membrane and the nucleus. Everything within the cell membrane which is not the nucleus is known as cytoplasm. So in the previous video I have So just wait, I will show that cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is here. So this cytoplasm is we are discussing that is a jelly-like structure, and it's outside the nuclear membrane. Its organelles are suspended in it and is composed of water maximum and dissolved salts. Okay, cytoplasm is completed. Next, mitochondria is observed by Kolliker or Richard Altman. The name mitochondria was coined by the scientist Penda, and it is called by a famous name, the powerhouse of a cell, inner and outer membrane. Okay, next, folds in a inner membrane, that is crista. Folds in a inner membrane is called a crista. So the mitochondria structure you just see here, I have given a diagram. The inner membrane and outer membrane are both in that crista is the inner membrane part. Okay, crista is the inner membrane part, has mitochondrial DNA and ribosomes. It has mitochondrial DNA. In a whole cell, the small part has given expandably, and in this mitochondria, a small, see, it's like a dot, and that dot has have expand, and this is a mitochondrial DNA. Okay, where it is located? It is located here, and where the mitochondria is present, it is present in a cell. Okay, it has mitochondrial DNA ribosomes, which are discussed here. Next, oxidation of carbohydrates and fats. Respiratory organ of a cell is the respiratory organ of a cell because oxidation of carbohydrates and fats process took place here. Okay, synthesis of ATP, it is adenosine triphosphate. It is the energy carrier of a cell. It synthesizes ATP. Okay, these are the main key terms of mitochondria and structure are given below. Next, Golgi complex. This Golgi is present both in plant and animal cells we have discussed earlier. It is a flat sac-like compartment. So see, it is a flat and it like looks like a compartment, which means next. So you have seen in train. Okay, compartments means what? The following same repeated things are called compartments, right? So its shape is like they are saying as a compartment. And it was discovered by Camillo Golgi and it forms lysosomes. It prepares proteins and lipids molecules for use in other places inside and outside the cell. It synthesis cell wall and cell membrane. So both are synthesized in Golgi complex and present in all cells except RBC. Except red blood cells, it is present in all the cells. And it's a basic unit of Golgi that is Cristernia. The Nobel Prize Medicine 2013. James E. Rothman and Randy W. Klerman and Thomas C. Sudorf for their discoveries related to Golgi body. They won a Nobel Prize for Medicine in 2013. Okay, so the structure of Golgi complex given here. Cis-phase Christinite, basic unit of Golgi, that is the Christina is present here. Next, newly forming vesicles. Transphase, this phase, the front part and the transphase back part. Next, secretory vesicle, lumen incoming transport vesicle. It synthesizes cell wall and cell membrane. Okay, and it prepares proteins and limit molecules. Next, lysosome. Lysosome or the suicidal bags or digestive bags or demolition squads or cellular housekeepers. It can be called by these all names and these all the properties belongs to one and only lysosome. It destroys unwanted and aged organelles inside the cell, originate from endoplasmic reticulum or Golgi. In WBC with blisters, they destroy pathogens and other foreign particles. And it acts as a natural defense. Okay, it is also called as a natural defense because they destroy pathogens and other foreign particles, unwanted or aged organisms inside the cell. Lysosomes helps in carcinogenesis. This absent in mature RBC. It is not present in the mature RBC. And the term was coined by C. Dewey, the famous scientist who coined this term. So it called by these four names. So that is suicidal bags, digestive bags, demolition squads, cellular housekeepers. Okay. See the structure of lysosome, membrane, hydrolytic enzyme mixture, and transport proteins. Next, ribosomes. Ribosomes are small, dense, rounded, and granular particles. Its diameter is approximately 10 nanometer. Okay, it is small, rounded, and granular particle. It contains ribonucleoprotein. It is discovered by G. Paley. It is discovered by the scientist G. Paley. It is coined by R. B. Roberts. The scientist R. B. Roberts coined the term ribosomes, and it has RNA and proteins. rRNA plays a main role in protein synthesis. There are 70 types of ribosomes are found in prokaryotes, while 80 type ribosomes are found in eukaryotes. Okay, so many types of ribosomes are present. So see the structure. This is a large subunit and this is a small subunit. And this is the instruction to make a protein written on a mRNA molecule in the nucleus. Okay, ribosomes over we have seen. Next, endoplasmic reticulum. It was discovered by Kate R. Porter. Interconnected system of tubules like sacs and folds. Okay, it is an interconnected system of tubules. Okay, see the structure, both one and another are interconnected. Okay, spread throughout the cytoplasm. It is absent in red blood cells, egg cells, and embryonic cells. It has a rough endoplasmic reticulum, hollow membranous system having ribosomes. See, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, the part is rough and is hollow membranous system having ribosomes. We see it has a hollow structure. I hope you can see here. Okay, next it has smooth endoplasmic reticulum, hollow membranous system having no ribosomes. And here there is no ribosome is present here. Okay, next synthetic SSTR synthesis lipids, hormones, steroids, and deoxification. And RER, that is protein synthesis. Used to synthesis of protein and synthesis lipids, hormones, steroids, and deoxification. Next, the diagram is given below. Lysosome, Golgi apparatus, vesicle, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that is SCR. So I have told here about SCR and RER, right? So that the image is given here. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum and RER is rough endoplasmic reticulum. In rough endoplasmic reticulum, system having ribosomes, and it's smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it has no ribosomes. It has no ribosomes, and it has ribosomes. Okay, next. Vacuoles. Vacuoles are the non-living reservoir bounded by a membrane called tonoplast. It's a non-living reservoir. Pigment anthocyanin is present in cell wall which provides color to flowers. So the pigment anthocyanin is present. Due to this, the flower color. Okay. Next, large fluid filled sac stores toxic metabolic waste. Here the plant cell is greater than animal cell. Mature plant cell that is back occupies the entire cell. It maintains osmotic pressure inside the cell and it stores minerals, salts and end nutrients. So see the structure of vacuoles. Toboplast is present here. Okay. Next, centrosome. It was discovered by T. Boveri. Discovered by T. Boveri is a pair of granules that is centrioles. Centrioles is a cylindrical microtubular structure. So see the structure. It is cylindrical and micro, very small tubular structure. Centriole is called as a basal body, also called as a basal body. It supports cilium or flagella. Centrioles in formation of spindle fibers and cell division. Spindle fiber and cell division, and it is absent in prokaryotic cells and higher plant cells. It is present just outside the nucleus. Okay, here the structure of a centrosome is given. Centrosome structure, see that centriole pair and microtubule typed as given. Okay, next, nucleus. Nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown. Occurrence of nucleus enveloped by O. Hetwing. So he enveloped the occurrence of the nucleus. This nucleus is rich in protein and RNA. It's from the origin of ribosomes. What is nucleus? Nucleoplasm, nucleus, and chromoplatin. This is the overflow of nucleus. It makes nucleoplasm and then forms nucleus of chromoplatin. Nuclear membrane are a double layer and is absent in RBC. It controls activity of a cell. Nucleus is present at the middle. It controls activity of a cell, what protein to be produced, when to be produced. Okay, it stores genetic information passed down to daughter cells. Okay, genetic information is stored in the nucleus and is passed down to the daughter cells. Next, chromatin is the controlling center of the cell. Cell's controlling center is chromatin. Genetic material network of stress, DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. Contents of thick structure called chromosomes at cell division. Okay. Who discovered nucleus? Discovered by Robert Brown. Okay. And it is rich in proteins and RNA. It's absent in RBC. It stores genetic information. Next, structure of cell nucleus is given here. Nuclear envelope, nuclear lamina, nuclear plasm, chromatin, nucleus, nuclear pore, and ribosome. Reticulum, nucleus, chromatin, nuclear plasm, nuclear pore, nuclear envelope are present here. Chromosome. Chromosome are a tightly coiled strands of genetic material. It is visible as chromatin fibers only at cell division. Separate into two halves, that is chromatids. Sister chromatids are attached at centromere or kinetochore. Chromosomes are units of inheritance. In some viruses, example retroviruses, RNA is a genetic material. Okay, this tightly coiled straws visible as chromatin, separate into two halves. Sister chromatids are attached, and it's also a unit of inheritance. And example is given: gene. Genes are bread-like structure found on chromosomes which are made up of DNA and are carried of genetic information from generation to generation. Based on location of centromere, it has four types. One is metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, and telocentric. Four different types of centromere. Metacentric is a V-shaped, submetacentric is A-shaped, acrocentric is one arm long, one arm short and rod-shaped. Next, telocentric, only one arm rod-shaped. Okay, chromosome we have discussed. Next, that is telometric, acrocentric, submetacentric, metacentric. See, metacentric is V-shaped, right? So see here, it's a V-shaped body. Next, submetacentric is J-shaped. Submetacentric is like J. Next, acrocentric, one arm long, one arm short, rod-shaped. See, long and short and arm-shaped. Okay. Next, telocentric, only one arm rod-shaped. It is rod-shaped, only one arm long. Okay. So structure of types of chromosomes are given. Next, plant cells and animal cell difference. Plant cells plant cells are larger in size and animal cells are comparatively small. Rigid cell wall and plasma membrane are present. Here only plasma membrane are present. Mature cell, that is large vacuole is present, and here we have small vacuole. Reserves food in form of starch, reserves food in form of glycogen. Plastids are present and plastids are absent. What is plast means? The colorless leucoplast which stores oil, starch and protein. If it is colored, it is chloroplast. It contains chlorophyll pigments. Placid cellular large vacuole are the characteristics of plant cell. Hello friends, welcome to Royalvigneshwaracademy. In this cell organelle chart is given below. Cell membrane, that is prokaryotic plant or animal, its description and function is given here. I discuss about cell membrane, cell wall, nucleus, nuclear membrane and envelope, nucleus, pore, chromatin, chromosome and nucleus. As discussed here, see its function and description. Okay, cell organelle chart is given below. Cell membrane, that is prokaryotic plant or animal, its description and function is given here. I discuss about cell membrane, cell wall, nucleus, nuclear membrane and envelope, nucleus, pore, chromatin, chromosome and nucleus. As discussed here,